Hello! Today it's very exciting. There's gonna be a projection of Cronos, the movie of Guillermo del Toro, and he's gonna be there to present it. Next day, I'm gonna go to a friend's house. But before all of that, we're gonna do some watercolor practice. I'm starting with, I guess I wanted some sort of soft colors and just practice how to create the characters on top of it, because remember, I'm new to this traditional art media, at least these watercolors, and yeah, I'm just experimenting and seeing how I can make it work with what I already know, and also just knowing the basics of watercolor. But I mean, anyone can do this. So at the beginning maybe I didn't choose the right paper. Maybe it was that. Obviously it's getting like wrinkly because it can't handle so much water, but I didn't care. It's just practice. I waited a bit and then I started overdrawing on top of it. I wanted to create the characters for each panel, but this is where things started going south. I didn't know how dark or how mixed the colors will become, so I think I ruined it at the beginning. But then I was like, nah, fuck it, I'll just change it towards something new. So I just said, okay, this is like a darker panel, which means sort of like a villain, and then a wolf, and from a wolf it started transforming to Little Red Riding Hood fairy tale, which I love fairy tales. It was obvious for me to go this way, but no, I had no idea it will be this, or that this character will come out. And you can see here I chose a really bad, like, why are you putting red on top of it? Darling, stop. But no, Debbie from the past didn't know this. She was just dumb, head empty, and sometimes that is good. You don't need to think while you're drawing. You just go for it, see what comes out. And this was such a mess at the beginning. I think it gets better. I mean, I think it worked out in the end. A thing with watercolors that I am re-experiencing is that the colors are so intense when you have the water, obviously, but then when it gets dry, it's the final color and it's different, and I like that. It's also like a surprise. So I thought I ruined it, but not really. So now that we finished the wolf, we are gonna go for red. And this is a shape I just really like of her hood. And this time I was like, okay, red, I'm just gonna go on top of it and not really add more darker colors, because I didn't wanna go the path with the wolf. I just wanted that to be the only dark color. I don't know, in my head at the beginning I was just thinking of pastels or really sweet soft ones, but then you don't control the future. Why do you think you control the future, Debbie? As for the expression or how she will look, yeah, I just thought it was cute. Didn't think too much about it, but of course she has like this a little bit naughty eyebrows, because this Little Red Riding Hood, she's punk. And then this is the grandma, where also things didn't go as planned. I think a lot of things. So also I use any type of materials, and the pencils that I have right now, not the pencils, the brushes. I was gonna say toothbrush. No, the brushes I'm using are not definitely, like, you can see this is a eyeliner brush, but it's no longer an eyeliner, like, it's done, so I just reuse the brushes. I think it's good for the delicate and really tiny details. But then I have this other brush, the blue one, that it's horrible. It's super bad quality, and now I think it's breaking the paper. So I should just change it. Will I change it? I don't know. The pencils are okay. I also started mixing the watercolor pencils in this moment. I kind of like a sketch because I didn't want it to become, again, the problem of the wolf. As for the grandma, I let it dry a little bit because it was starting to get too wet, the part of her jaw, and I think it became also a little bit brighter. But it's okay. And we also added some of her expressions. I also didn't like this. It was a horrible expression, but we could change it. Now I don't know if it was creepy. It was giving creepy vibes. It can all be solved. Don't let anyone tell you can't erase your mistakes in real life. Control C everything. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work, but luckily I think it did work for this grandma. You see here how the mouth I kind of ruined that part, but it's okay. As for the top designs, I was just wanting to see them on their roles at the end of the story, but in a little twist, of course. Like, I think Little Red Riding Hood, in my case here, she's like a punk, so now she always wanted to be a wolf and a wild woman, I think. So now she is the wolf. She is a wild person. I think that's beautiful. I don't know, maybe I should go through that story. Anyway, and the wolf ended up being the grandma, but obviously because he ate grandma and he still wanted to deceive Red. But now he's a scary cat and sweet and soft. And then on the middle we have grandma. What's gonna happen to grandma? I at this point I didn't have it figured out. But I guess it just came gradually, and my mind always goes to ghosts. So I said, yeah, grandma died. Grandma became a ghost. She's now somewhere flying and being soft and cute. But this is where I made my last mistake, I think, which led to a really cool decision later. So yeah, I ruined it by adding a very dark color again. And I think this wasn't that bad, but in here, yeah, it was too dark and I wanted it to go back to the lighter colors. And that's why I just cut it a new paper, made a new ghost, pasted on top, and created this type of pop-up feeling. I don't know, what do you guys think? I like it. I really, really like how it ended. I don't like grandma's jaw, but it's okay. I like how it looks now. Today it's very exciting. I'm gonna go to a really tiny, cute cinema here in Paris called Christine. I think it's Christine. And there's gonna be a projection of Cronos, the movie of Guillermo del Toro, and he's gonna be there to present it. So I'm going with some of my friends and the Mexican scholarship people, and it will be really fun. We'll see how that goes. Now, for context, those who don't know me, the reason why I came to Paris is thanks to Guillermo del Toro, thanks to Gobelin and the Mexico scholarship, but maybe that's another story and I could tell it all in a different video, a chismecitos video maybe.
About 12 years before, so I could do the effects for the movie, of everything. And I always understood there was something. I'm a lapsed Catholic, so everything in the faith made sense only if Christ died. Not that he didn't. Like, if he died, then everything made sense. We're a very morbid religion.
The screening was awesome. And then we just had to wait until the second screening, and then for everyone to get like signatures, something like that. So we just made time, went to eat at the river, and came back, and he was still signing stuff, but it was less people. And then after that we just went to have dinner and like a coffee together, all the Mexican group and him. We are all animators from Gobelin, and I mean, I had met him before, but it's always so magical to spend time with him and listening, just getting advice, talking about all our troubles, what is going on with cinema in this moment. I really didn't want the night to end. It was great. Next day, next morning, I'm super tired. Basically slept at 4 a.m., something like that. But now it's a little bit early, not as early, but early. And I'm gonna go to a friend's house and see another superstar. Nya nya. What's the difference? Okay, take a time. Yesterday and the day before, it was miserable. What? Yesterday was great! And that's it. Please let me know if you like this video, comment down below, subscribe, support me please, and see you on the next one. Ciao!